everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're back on Gran Turismo Sport. We're doing a quick video just to show you guys how much of a difference having a rest can make on a racing game. This doesn't just apply to Gran Turismo Sport, it applies to pretty much every game out there, you know, whether it's Project Cars 2, Assetto Corsa, just how much of a difference having a rest can make. If you would have watched our stream we did a little bit before this video, driving this track, it was when we were streaming for the daily race at this track, we were really struggling on this track. I think the best we managed was a 28.5. A few attempts of that was probably because we were streaming and wasn't really concentrating, trying to read the chat, etc. Still not fully up to speed while doing that. It's something I've got to try and get more used to doing and working out. And the more I do it, obviously, the better I'll get at it. But some of it else was just through learning bad habits. So the best thing you can do sometimes when you don't know a racetrack is obviously learn it, then come off it, have a break, have something to eat, and then come back to it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the lap that we eventually achieved at full speed, and then we'll go through a very quick track guide after it's finished. So as you can see there, we made quite a big improvement, knocking our lap time down to a very low 1 minute 27. So how we did that, going through the first corner, get yourself out wide there over the white line, and then as you see this curb coming in there, down it into fourth gear, and then try and get the right hand tyre over that curb on that right hand side so you can get on the power really early. You can see we're on maximum power now and really getting a nice exit from that corner. Then going through to this right hand to get the car over again to the curb as much as you can, then down into third gear, turning early. So you're reaching this apex. We slightly missed the apex still, so which meant we ran a little bit wide, maybe lost a tenth through this corner here now, but we managed to get on the power reasonably early. But again, we had to give it if you watch the accelerator now, we had to give it a little lift just about there, which wasn't perfect. That meant we lost out on the acceleration slightly coming out the exit of the corner. Then again, you need to turn in very early for this corner, earlier than what you think, so you hit the apex. This enables you to get the angle into this next fast right hander a lot better and get on the power much earlier. You can see there on the power nice and early, using all the width of the track without running wide. We did that really clean. Then down into this really tight left hander where you're going to brake down into third gear and try and take a little bit of the curb on the left hand side. And we got a little bit loose on the back end, again losing a little bit of time coming out the exit. So there's a couple of attempts still here now that we've lost in terms of lap time. And then we're going to go into the really fast corners at the end of the lap where you pretty much flat out here now, as you're going to see, into sixth gear. I think I stayed pretty much in sixth gear all the way through these corners after watching the top time. So staying in sixth gear there, go use all the curb, every little bit of track you can use, and then getting the car over to the right hand side and down gear very early. I worked out that down gear really early and down into third gear enables you to hit that apex and really get on the power early. You can see how early we're back on the power. Then braking early again, so you skim, get over to the left, see where the yellow bit of tarmac is. That's what you want to try and aim for with the front left tyre. And then getting it back into this corner is a little bit tricky as you try and get on the power. See, accelerating out the corner. You can see we were not running the counter steer assist with this lap. I just preferred this car without it on this track. Maybe it's just something I would have needed to get used to, but we ended up going over the line for a 1 minute 27.727. So it was a reasonably okay lap. Was not perfect, but again, it's my first time on this track, never been on this track before, and it's just something that I think really important to do is if you are struggling on a track when learning, even if you know a track with a time trial, just have a rest, take a break, leave the game for over an hour or two or more, and then come back to it. It might take you 5 to 10 minutes just to get back up to speed, but then once you're back up to speed, you'll find that you will start beating your previous best time. It's such a big thing when doing time trials, is just to have a rest. You will instantly find you will start improving your lap times, and I'll be honest, I need to start doing it more. I probably, in old competitions on project cars where it was time trial, I'd sit there for hours and hours just going over it and over it, and I should have really just had a break. Probably wasted an hour or more just sitting there. So I think from now on, I'm always going to have a rest, come back to it, and then have another go, because it makes such a difference having a rest, and I think it's really important for everyone to do. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little video. It's just a very quick track guide. It's not the most amazing lap, obviously, as I've just learned in the track, but I think it's good enough to put out a track guide for, and it's quite a fun little track once you get used to it. And anyway guys, make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe for more future videos on Gran Turismo Sport, Assetto Corsa and Project Cars 2, and make sure you give it a thumbs up obviously. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon.